Oh wow, that is a lot of musket men. Oh god. Oh god. This is not good. Right guys, how you all doing? It's John back with another episode of Let's Play Civilization 6 as the English Empire. In the last episode we managed to put down 2 new cities, the cities of Portsmouth and Birmingham, and hopefully that is just the start of our expansion. Over the next episode or 2 I hope to get down probably at least another 3 or 4 cities. As we know, my city locations are not great, but we're going to have to do the best that we can. So I need to be expanding our military today and trying to place down some new cities too, and try and avoid any conflict if possible, and trying to get some more infrastructure down, try and increase our culture output and our science output, which is lagging so far behind right now. Let's get into it and see what we can get done today. We're just about to finish education in the next turn. So for our 2 campuses we got down at least, we need to get some more down. But at those campuses we will be able to build universities, giving us a nice bit of extra science that we need. We've got this barb camp up to our northwest that we need to deal with, otherwise they're going to cause us no end of problems. We've got a trade route to sort out. We've got a couple of city-state trade routes that we can put in place. Laventa is quite a juicy one with 12 gold. There is a risk that we will lose our trader out at sea to any barbarian ships that are on the prowl. But what other good trade routes have we got? We've got quite a nice one to Mashhad with +1 food, +1 production, +6 gold and +1 culture. That could be quite a nice one to the Persian capital there. I think I'm going to move this one over to Portsmouth and see if we can get that same trade route. In fact, I won't, because it won't connect the road up necessarily. It will just sail down here towards Liverpool and then come in that way. So maybe I'll just do the trade route from Liverpool anyway. Okay, I'm gonna save this scout. I don't want to lose him just for the sake of losing him. And we will bring this archer back towards our civilization. Continue exploring with our other scout who's out and about. Alright, Manchester, we have completed the watermill, and we've still not got a lot of surplus food as Manchester carries on trying to grow. So probably be in our best interest to try and build an aqueduct here. Right, what do we want to build from Manchester? We've got the campus, we've got the library in. I'm not looking forward to seeing how much time it will take to build the university at Manchester. So let's go in, let's build a monument, help expand Manchester's borders a little bit. Okay, carry on exploring with our scout. Now I didn't mention it in our last video, but I did notice that we didn't have an immediate source of niter in our capital, in our territory. So that is something we're going to need to look to expand specifically to get. And we've just discovered one right here. So we'll just have another nosy about with our scout. It again doesn't look like it's going to be an amazing place to put a city, but if we can get a source of niter online, then perhaps that is going to be what we need to do. Okay, so we're in a normal age once again. And what do we want our dedication to be? Monumentality +1 era score for each time you construct a new district, which is what we went for last time. Exodus of the Evangelists. We don't have a religion to spread, so that's no good for us. Hicks Draconis. We are out and about exploring with ships and scouts right now. So this could be a good one for us to have, and if we just focus on exploring as much as we can, finding new continents and as many natural wonders as we can, then with +3 each time we get a new discovery, that's going to bring us up quite nicely. So yeah, I think we're going to go with Higgs Draconis for the sake of era score. That'll be best suited for us right now. Okay, and we're done with education as well. So let's just open up our tree. Right, so I believe I said we'd go for education and then military tactics. If we go for stirrups, which we have the Eureka for, we'll get +1 food from our pasture improvements. We've only got a couple so far. But yeah, we might as well take that while we have the boost, and then we move on to military tactics afterwards. We are working on getting a wonder built right now. We need to build another archer still, and then we've got a Eureka for mass production, which will give us shipyards for our Royal Navy dockyards, and that will be good for improving our water tiles. And again, some more great admiral points. We want those great people coming in, and we should be soon enough getting towards a 6 policy slot government as well. So let's start with stirrups, and then we move on to, I think, military tactics after that. So after completing our monument at Portsmouth, what do we want to do next? We're not going to have great food production at Portsmouth either, so the logical thing to do is get a granary built in. We do want to spend a bit of money on getting some builders out, and we've got enough to buy at least a couple for the moment. Yeah, and as you can see here, we've got builders with 6 builds, so that's going to be great. So essentially, if I buy 2 builders, we're going to have essentially 4 builders worth of charges, so we can get quite a few bits done here. Let's move out with our man at arms. We're going to need to go and deal with that barbarian camp. Right, so I want to get this goody hut. Risk losing another galley to these barbarians, and if I go on there now and they come down with their quadrim, I risk losing our warrior as well. So I'm just going to place him up on this tile at the moment, and he can move around to try and avoid them if they do come in this direction. Yeah, I'm getting the feeling, Nadishar, that you probably should start getting a little bit nervous. I am eyeing up your cities. You've got wonders, you've got a natural wonder, and I'm not going to lie, I think I might want them. Oh, another little goodie hut for us. Alright. Where do we want to start? Right, I'm going to bring this guy down to this wood tile with our Liverpool, and I'm going to put a lumber mill in there. And we're trying to build out Petra at Liverpool at the moment. And that extra bit of production is going to help us get that built out a little bit quicker. Might actually be worth chopping it out, to be fair. Right, so we've got 258 production left to complete Petra, and the city does grow in 3 turns. So yeah, chopping out would definitely be a option, but also putting a lumber mill in and a mine on one of these desert hills would also be an option. So I'm going to think about that for a sec and figure out what I want to do exactly.
Few inventions have been so simple as the stirrup, but few have had so catalytic an influence on history.
Okay, and there is stirrups done for us, and mercenaries done for us too. I'm going to go into policies and have a look if we've got any policy slots we want to swap out. We do have a policy slot. We could potentially plug in, although it would interfere with our extra 15% production towards wonders, which we're trying to build 2 of at the moment. Don't want to take away our extra builder charges. And we don't want to take away our 50% production towards settlers either. We could, yeah. I was going to say we could plug in professional army, get a 50% gold discount on all unit upgrades. We're getting good money in still, so we can afford to upgrade them at full price. For the moment, I think I still prefer the 30% production towards encampment districts, harbours districts, and buildings of these districts. We're going to be building the Royal Navy dockyard in different places, so yeah, for the moment, I'm going to prefer that production boost towards that. So we won't swap anything out just yet. It's an okay position. I think if I bring a settler over in this direction, I'll probably set them down right about where our scout is right now. And these friendly guys have stopped me from getting that goody hut right now. That's annoying. Okay, and the barbarian galley is chasing me down. Right, so after stirrups, we will move on to the military tactics. And for our civic, after completing mercenaries, let's have a look. Where do we want to go? So I spoke about wanting to go to Merchant Republic for our next tier government, which will require us to go for medieval fairs. I've not got the facilities to get 4 trade routes at the moment, but I'm sure London might be reaching 10 population soon. So I'm going to go for medieval fairs, and then either civil service after that or straight on to exploration. But I'll decide after we've done medieval fairs. If we look at London, yeah, so it's on population 9 at the moment, and 9 turns until we get another population growth. So we should be there and thereabouts for that particular boost. Got another envoy to send. We want another governor title, which we will get with medieval fairs, and then we can put Amani into a CAD like we've been discussing. Oh, actually, the other AIs, I didn't even realise that happening. Not sure how that is happening at the moment, unless they took their Armanis out and they're getting re-established in a CAD. But for the moment, we're actually a CAD suzerain. So we are getting the bonus at the moment, not that we can put it to use. So I won't be putting our envoy point into a CAD. We could get another bit of culture boost by putting an envoy in Rapa Nui. Johannesburg, I did say, was a good one with the extra production that can come from that. So yeah, I'm actually going to concentrate on that at the moment. We have the boost for cartography. That is nice. And we can get that goody hut right now. So okay, that's experience for our archer and a promotion. Just seeing that's another resource of Niter there. So we'll just bring our scout over and see what this area uncovers here. There could be the potential of placing a city on this side and having 2 resources of Niter. Or we could place a city on either of them and we'll be within reach. If we did that here, then we'd have the freshwater access. We could also do that here and get freshwater access. Or we could put our city down on the maze, build an aqueduct. I don't know exactly. I'll have a think about that. There could also be... I'll work that out. We'll move our scout over and we'll see what he uncovers over here. Because putting our city down here wouldn't necessarily be great. Yeah, we could think about the maze and an aqueduct. right here, and then we'd have access to both resources of niter. So in my head, that seems possibly like the best way to go. Then we will have 2 crabs within reach as well. We'll have these woods here and these furs, and also this fish too, if it doesn't get swallowed up by Rapa Nui. Okay, so we have completed our Royal Navy dockyard at Birmingham, which is what gave us our boost for cartography. There we go, build 2 harbours. Okay, so what do we want to do next at Birmingham? We definitely built our Royal Navy dockyard in the wrong place to benefit from a suitable location to build the mausoleum at Harlequinasis. But we will hopefully get that ability somewhere else. Right, what do we want to build? As Birmingham is set away and it is on its own and a little bit vulnerable, I think I'm going to go ahead and build ancient walls while we're waiting for Birmingham to grow before we can build any other districts within Birmingham. We'll be 1 turn away after that. Maybe if we bring this builder down after working at Liverpool, we could improve tile and they will be at their next population growth a little bit faster. So let's plug the walls in there. A man at arms can move up and destroy this barbarian skirmisher. And our scout is all healed up, so let's lead him out again and uncover some territory. And we sail out with our new galley from Birmingham. Okay, we can fire upon this barbarian galley from Newcastle. And we don't really want to. I might wait another turn, let him heal up a little bit more. He could probably get a promotion after his next attack. So that'd be handy.
At the southwest corner, a large perpendicular mass of sandstone has become separated by a deep fissure from the body of the mountain. It has all the appearance of a colossal statue.
Okay, well, that is a thing of beauty. We have got the Jebel Barkal finished. That is our second wonder built. I got to admit, a little while ago, that even seemed like a far stretch for me. And hopefully we won't be too far away from building our third wonder. And having completed the Jebel Barkal, we have got our Eureka for buttress, which is nice. And that's certainly going to give us a boost to our iron intake, which we have a lot of at the moment. We can sell. We're going to be bringing in, I believe in the next turn it will show up, we're bringing in plus 10 a turn, which is a fair amount. Right, let's see who is still at war. So Solomon is in this never-ending war. Let's look at Solomon himself. He is at war with 3 different people right now. He has got to be up against it. I'm just curious. I'd have to say he's probably winning the war, even though he's 1 on 3 at the moment. Looking at the size of his army there, 494. It doesn't quite eclipse the 3 militaries combined. But I imagine if we look at the science as well, he is more technologically advanced than the other players too. So he's probably got a modern military and a stronger military. So he's definitely going to be one we're watching out for. Would seem a bit unfair using the opportunity to wage war on Persia. But with the Ottoman Empire being as strong as they look like they are, expansion is probably what we need to do, even if it means taking over someone else. Okay, so there is +3 era score as well for our completion of the Jebel Barkal. Jerusalem city-state has been defeated. They were captured by Mali, and it looks like Mali are gonna pretty quickly lose it to the Ottoman Empire. That's gonna seem like a free city for the Ottomans. Again, not great. Okay, we've got 2 good buildings we need to be building out at London: the Armory and the University. I'm going to start with the University because we need that science boost to try and make our way up to levels of where the AI are at the moment. And that is also the same for Newcastle as well. Yeah, we need to be building a industrial zone in there to bring up our production. It's pretty low at the moment, but we're quite a way off with our city growth as well. So we do need to do some improvement there. We're plugging University to build. We will also, we've completed building a builder at Newcastle. Let's spend some money and come out to get the fish. That's going to help with some city growth. Newcastle as well. I haven't got a good location for building the mausoleum at Helicarnassus, so that is not going to be an option for us either. Maybe somewhere like Portsmouth in the end will be somewhere. No, it won't be great with our very low production at Portsmouth. What other tiles can we buy that's going to help us grow our city of Newcastle? We've not really got many good options for the growth, unfortunately. Let's heal up our galley even more before we take him out to take on the barbarian galley. What can we improve first? I'm considering maybe we need to build some farm tiles and maybe moving our industrial zone to this location here instead. Just remove some of these pins that we don't need anymore as well while we're at it. I think that could be the best option for us. Obviously, we're going to get some extra food from the fish tile, but that's not going to be enough, really. So yeah, I'm going to move that. And let's put down our marker for building our industrial zone there. We can't go out to sea right now, so let's move our builder out and we'll build a farm there, and we will buy this tile too, and we can build a farm here. They're not going to be amazing, but they will do something. Oh, wow. We have got barbarian musketmen coming at us. Just wondering how much it will cost us to buy another settler. Okay, 920. So we can buy another settler in probably 2 turns there. Let's take another shot on this barbarian galley. Now he's come back in sight. And we finish him off with our galley and should get a promotion from that. Nice. Build a farm there. Okay. 72 production from the removal of the woods, and so 72, that'll take us to around about 250, or we can get an extra 2 production a turn. Yeah, okay. Where's our worker working at the moment? So they are working that tile at the moment. They probably need the food too. So I'm going to put the lumber mill in. Right or wrong? That's what I'm going to do. And there is another barbarian galley coming out. And a barbarian quadrireme attacking our warrior. Okay, we don't stand the best of chance against these barbarian musketmen, so I'm going to fortify within these woods. It's going to give us a bit of a defensive bonus, and hopefully as we're fortifying and healing and defending, we might be able to deal with this musketman. Okay, let's bring our galley back inside Newcastle. We will promote them to Emberlon, +7 combat strength versus naval units. Okay, Manchester has completed the monument. We can build an aqueduct in at Manchester, which will make us want to build an industrial zone here, which means we will want to put a mine in here and a mine in here, giving ourselves the best adjacency bonus we can. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, let's move this worker down. We will build mines on one of these desert hills. Okay, and we have met Pachacuti of the Incas. Okay, he has found us by looks it. So we offer him hospitality. Oh wow. This is not good. That is a lot of musketmen. Let's hold firm. We want to take down as much of their health as we can. Got no walls at Portsmouth or Manchester. Okay. Fire at the barbarian galley from Newcastle. Attack them with our galley. Keep on moving out with our worker, our builder. Heal up our warrior for a couple. Okay. Pachacuti doesn't like what secret society we've got, but that's fine. Don't mind that. Okay, that is not good. That is really not the situation I would have liked to be in, up against all those musketmen. Our units are just inferior at the moment. Take out that galley. Build another farm. While we've got the money in Manchester, let's buy a builder, a settler rather. Gonna want to bring this archer back towards the north. Okay, I'm not sure I'm gonna worry about putting that mine in yet. I'm gonna bring this guy down and improve these crabs down at Birmingham. Okay, the galley managed to pillage our lighthouse at Newcastle. That's annoying. Let's have a look. How long will it take us to repair? Let's put that in the queue ahead of our university. Quickly get that back up and running. Okay, so finishing military tactics. Okay, I don't believe we've got any locations to build dams at the moment, so I'm not too worried about buttress. Though it will give us access to cartography and caravels, which are going to be good, and also we get more gold from our fishing boat improvements as well. Mass production will give us our shipyards, which will improve our Royal Navy dockyards. Okay, I will then start with buttress, and then maybe move on to cartography after that. How much is it going to be to buy another archer? 240, which we can probably do in the next turn. Okay, and there's medieval fairs. Are there any policies that I would like to swap out? Not right at the second, I do not think. Well, dropped the ball there. I didn't put anything in for the aid request by Power Maker, so I missed that one. Too distracted by these bloody barbarians. Wondering if we should change our production. It's going to take so long. So long. Probably a good idea to get it started nonetheless. And at Manchester too. We need that extra layer of protection. Right, we have bought out our builder, and we want to be eyeing up this location over here. Are we still on the same continent? I believe we are. That's annoying. And we'll also be vulnerable to these barbarian ships. Displacing a city down there. Let's just have a quick search for any other sources of nitre that I may have missed. 7. So there, which is no use to us. There, which is no use to us. Those two. And those two. Okay. Right. So right at this moment, they are the sources of nitre that are going to be most helpful to us. The closest we can get to nitre, we would always be on the coastal tar as well, putting us in that vulnerable position. So, what to do? Well, we could always miss this location here for the moment and bring our city over into this area here where we're not directly on the coast and fully vulnerable to any barbarian ships. And then at least we can work at getting the city down, getting a resource of nitre online as soon as possible. We're still going to be waiting a little bit just to get our settler over there, get the city built. Does it always seem like it's always going against you? It can't just be there on your doorstep. You know, you can't have a nice area of land, so you know your cities have really high production and lots of resources. I mean, I've got some resources of luxury, which is helping amenities, but it's still not the best. Right, our friendship with Nader Shah has expired, and I might not be renewing it. Sorry to the guy, but I think I'm going to be heading towards expanding the empire. Alright, 10 population in 2 turns for London, so let's plug in civil service. That will give us access to alliances. Yeah, so we do civil service. That's the way to go for us at the moment. Let's bring our galley back in and heal him up. We've built our second farm there. We want to go out and improve the fish tile. Move up with our archer. Explore more with our galley. There's a goody hut. Well, you're going to get one at some point. Solomon reckons he's friendly towards us now. That's interesting. I'll move away from the barbarian quadrim. Okay, things are not looking good at Portsmouth. Oh dear. Right, let's have a look here. Musket men with a base strength of 55. Let's promote this archer. He has a promotion. Arrow Storm +7 against land and naval units. It's already +5 and +7, so that's 12 on this 25. That's 37. It's definitely still nothing against the 55 of a musketman, especially on the defensive, where their defense strength is only 15. They will be wiped out instantaneously. Knights are possibly our best saviour. The horsemen would be cheaper at the moment. Oh dear. Bring our archer up further. Let's bring our warrior back over, and by the time he gets here we can upgrade him to man-at-arms. Keep on moving our builder out towards the fish tile. Move our settle down in that direction. Just have a look up here with our galley and then back down again. And barbarians are approaching. What do we do? Do we buy an archer? Or do we buy a horseman? Do we try and wait and buy something else? It's just going to be too many turns. Well, we buy an archer then. It's our only line of defense at the moment. And there is our Eureka for machinery, which we wanted anyway, so all good things. Okay, inspiration for civil service with our population growth up to 10. Now that is only one turn away. Lovely jubbly. Oh, there's another barbarian ship. They're everywhere. Oh god. Oh god. Our archer takes them down minimally. Move our warrior in that direction. Move our archer further up. Carrying down this way with our galley. Okay, and London, 5 turns for a man-at-arms, 2 turns for an archer, 3 turns for a horseman. Could be what we want. Still might not help this situation. Let's buy one and build one anyway. Okay, Birmingham has completed its walls. Let's build a lighthouse. That will improve our water tiles and give us another trade route access as well. Okay, another envoy point. So the AI still seem to be doing a merry-go-round with their governors in Akkad. So we're currently, this is a reign of Akkad. But let's put another one into Johannesburg. Wonder if I could pay them to go away. Yeah, not enough yet. In 2 turns. Improve that crab tile. That's better. Yeah, you can build an embassy in our capital, Solomon. Alright, and there goes our archer saviour. Okay, there's buttress and civil service completed. But on that note, and with Portsmouth under attack from barbarian musketmen, I will leave it there for today. And once again, I hope you have enjoyed the content. If you have, please leave a like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. And I will see you again in the next one.